it be sent to this thing?
No, it'd be sent to the inbox.
This is fucked up.
What's the last one there?
No reply from Slapshot.
Okay. Let me just double check here. So, oh no, it's Eric. EricJD96@gmail.com, right?
Yeah, all inboxes.
So just sent another one.
This is brutal.
We're getting there.
Okay, one sec. I gotta check the Wi-Fi. Is this working?
I think it's because it's.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I don't know why it's doing this now.
Do you want to just do it on your phone? Yeah. Do you want to do audio, Rick?
Sure.
Yeah. And then we'll just do audio call. Or do you want to do video?
Well, I might need like both.
Okay.
Really wish I could figure this out. I try and
Well,
prove it that my left arm has gotten tired.
Yeah. Well, Rick, let's just do it on the phone then, and then this is more. We can use this more as a practice one, anyways. So.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, let me give it one last shot right now.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you there.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Oh, right. I got to do it in Google Chrome as well.
Why isn't it working? Can we close the?
Oh, that's pretty fun.
They come up in here. To refresh that last time. I just have to pull it down, but I think I might pull it. Try and call. Yeah. Well, I don't know why my email is sending that. But yeah, I'll do it on my phone right now.
Alrighty. Perfect. Okay. We'll see you on here in a second.
I am my cactus. I am my cactus. I like how the little cactus beside me is mirroring everything.
Yeah. I like that as well too.
You go cross-eyed there.
Oh, do you? No idea, froze.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a nice little delay going. Perfect.
Hello.
Okay, you hang up, Malcolm.
But I'm showing Eric these backgrounds.
Yeah, you can pick backgrounds, Eric.
I love it. How do you do that? I take it with a little star.
New York.
Yeah, I think it's the little star.
Backgrounds.
New York City.
I want a bit more of a face shot before it does that. Okay.
Okay. I'm getting off this.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
It's very romantic.
Sophistication.
Yeah.
Okay, no more. Oh shit, it's still here.
Well, you introduced me, should I come glide in?
Yeah.
Fix it. No.
Just split it.
I see.
I get press.
Nice.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey is right.
It's David there. But there's Howard Stern. That's a podcast. Yeah. Baba Booey. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go 30 seconds, no noise. Okay, ready? I'll clap when it ends.
Great.
Stop that.
All righty. Okay. So I'm going to start us up here. So,
All right.
hello, fellow podcast people. Welcome to our show. Today you're joined with me, Raiden, and your hosts, Raiden and Eric. And we have a very special guest with us today. His name is Malcolm DeDominicis, and I have a little intro for you all. If I can just pull it up. All right, so push you out of the way here, and okay, today it is a pleasure of Eric and I have the pleasure of introducing my brother Malcolm. He's the proprietor of Adriana's sandwich shop in Tofino. Malcolm hails from Calgary, but now calls Tofino his home, along with his partner and co-manager Beth and their friendly dog Stevie. In just a few months, Adriana Sandwich Shop will be celebrating its 2nd year anniversary, and it's all thanks to Malcolm's hard work and Malcolm and Beth's hard work and dedication. He's got a wealth of experience in the food industry and has a real passion for creating delicious and unique sandwiches that keep his customers coming back for more. I'm thrilled to have him on the show today to share his insights and expertise with all of us. Malcolm, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. How you feeling, Malcolm?
Oh, good. How are you?
Hey, I'm feeling dandy.
Oh, yeah.
So, Malcolm, when Eric and I first said that we were doing a podcast, what did that make you think?
What was it going to be about? Eric told me last week. So. So what is it about? You ready to? I'll cross-reference you.
Yeah.
Podcast is about. Tell you what Eric said.
It's about interviewing people who are loosely connected to Calgary or Eric and I's lives, and giving them a platform to tell tell the people what they're doing, and also update us and have fun and have a fun conversation along the way.
Okay.
Exactly.
So this was a heavy S&M and bondage forum.
Oh, nice. It's also that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have that in the works. We're getting merch done.
That's
Yeah.
the spin-off show.
Yeah.
A branch, another timeline.
So you're joining us today. Malcolm and I are in rainy Tofino. It was sunny yesterday, but it's been rainy since about, I don't know, last night.
No.
Yeah,
Cold.
Cold and rainy here. Eric,
What's
up?
the temperature right over there? Hey, what's the temp?
Yeah, what's the temp?
5.
It's about 5 degrees out here. It's actually not that bad, all things considered. But on Monday and Tuesday, it's gonna be stupid. Apparently, they're saying like minus 20, minus 25, minus 30.
Wow. Yeah. When was the last time it got that cold here?
I wasn't here. Sage.
Yeah, we went to the beach today. And
yeah, how was the beach? What you guys do at the beach?
Just me, beachcombing. Malcolm went for a run. He left me in the dust, and I just walked along the beach and watched the surfers surf. They're pretty crazy out there.
You're pretty good at surfing, are you not, Malcolm?
I'm not that good.
But you are. You've dabbled.
I dabble. Warm weather. I haven't gone since October.
Yeah.
No,
Well, hey, I would not want to go surfing. How cold does it get when you're in the water?
weather doesn't fluctuate that much. It's more the outside temperature. I think the water only gets down to like 6 or 7 degrees Celsius.
It's the elements such as the wind and the
Rain.
the splashing and the rain and the clouds.
Yeah.
Would you say that's your favorite pastime, living in Tofino, or do you have, or that's just
Working.
one of them? Oh, working
Just
is your favorite
yeah,
pastime.
Exactly.
Yeah, so maybe tell us a little bit more about
Yeah,
you.
Adriana's.
Yeah.
What I do. Get up every morning, go bake bread, get everything ready, and then make some sandwiches for people.
Now, what kind of bread? Like, how do you make the bread? What kind of bread is it?
It's focaccia. All focaccia.
So for people
Is
who
that like a
don't-
sourdough bread?
I use a sourdough starter, a little bit of one to rise it up, and then it's that sourdough's like, or focaccia is like an oil pressed down flatbread almost.
I see.
Poofs up a bit, but oil and salt.
Now, what do you think is the heavy hitter at the shop in terms of sandwiches? Like, who's the king?
The number one sandwich is probably our Calabrese spicy meat sandwich, spicy salami.
Now, what does that entail?
It's got pepper spread, like a spicy sauce, salami, spicy salami, double spicy, and it's got arugula and provolone.
Oh, big fan of arugula over here.
Oh yeah,
That sounds really good. Now I'm hungry.
rocket.
Yeah, rocket. Yeah.
Now, how many sandwiches do you guys have at the place? Like, do you have a list of all the sandwiches, like a little menu?
Oh yeah, right now we have like a vegan broccoli sandwich, a
Ooh.
vegetarian sandwich with pickled eggplant is the main thing. The prosciutto sandwich, the chicken Caesar sandwich, and then that Calabrese sandwich.
How many is that total?
5 sandwiches, and then there's always a special daily sandwich.
Now, do people usually can people ask for you to make like a custom sandwich?
Yeah.
And do they add what? Okay, here's a question for you. What is the craziest sandwich you've had to like make for someone?
Whoa. Craziest sandwich.
Because I saw a tweet the other day of a guy who went to Subway, and they were having this promotion. I can't remember when it was or what the promotion was exactly, but you know those cartoons where you see the sandwich and it's like It's like a little skyscraper. It looked like that.
That I think the craziest sandwich someone got was they wanted a bit of everything. So it was,
An everything sandwich.
yeah, it added up the price a bit, but it was
It was pretty good.
it was tall.
Eric, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I had a malfunction.
Okay, you're getting a lot of calls from
I'm
a
actually
lot of people
turning
are
off
calling
my.
in, wanting to know what we're chatting about. Eric's fielding the live chat and the voice calls. So if he pops in and out, that's what he's doing. He's hard at work on the switchboard, as they call it.
Oh yeah.
So Malcolm, you mentioned that the Calabrese is the best seller. What is your favorite?
Probably the Calabrese or the
Nice.
Nutella sandwich.
Oh, there's a Nutella sandwich, a dessert sandwich.
Yeah.
Is that the only dessert
Wow, a
sandwich?
Nutella sandwich? What's in the Nutella sandwich?
Oh,
Some Nutella in
Pure
between the bread.
Nutella. Oh, that sounds
so
good.
that's off menu. So that's part of the Adriana's secret menu.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so tell us a bit more about the secret menu. What are some secret menu items that are
Just that.
okay? That's the only item on the secret menu.
Would you ever add anything else?
Well, there's salad on the menu. There's pizza.
To the secret menu, though.
Oh, to the secret menu. When we have tomatoes, there is one other item.
Nutella and
secret-
tomato.
No, the PAT.
The pat.
The pat. It
What's
used to
the
be on.
pat?
It's pancetta, arugula, and tomatoes and aioli. So it's our BLT.
What's the inspiration for the pat?
BLT sandwiches.
Yeah, nice. Adriana's take on the BLT.
Yeah. Sometimes maybe one day we'll do an actual BLT, but we're a club.
A club
I
sandwich.
think we've done a club before.
Now, what kind of like? How has your overall experience been running the shop so far? Because how long has it been open now?
Almost 2 years.
Okay, so when's the anniversary? 2 years.
July 17th, 16th,
Are you gonna throw a party?
maybe. I don't know.
You could do something super cool, like a little some sort of marketing promotional event that would be bring the community together.
Yeah.
You should do a Roman candle gauntlet. So you just fire Roman candles out the shop as cars drive by. And
So how would that work?
it's like then sometimes Roman candles would hit the car. You just like set it up, right?
So just as like a celebration, we're just shooting Roman candles at cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Maybe.
hurrah, we did it.
Yeah, we did it. Sue us.
I don't think Malcolm's a fan of that one.
You know what you could do though is
Maybe it's like a whiteout challenge where the people just run.
are there a lot of local breweries in town that you work with?
Breweries? Not necessarily work with, but there's one brewery.
For your 2 year, you should do like buy one sandwich, get a beer, and or buy a beer, get like I don't know how that would work, but I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is that process of kind of you mentioned kind of like getting licensed and stuff like that? Like how does that work in Tofino?
Yeah, it must be a bit of a process, eh?
As a business owner, it's like someone, because this is kind of like your first foray into the business world. How has that process been? Has it been a bit of a learning curve? Has it been not really?
Not too much of a learning curve. It's like just you send in an application with a list of things that you need to do, and then they come back and say, no, you need this, this, and this, and then it's a lot of communication between the district or the town and the BC Liquor.
So like a lot, like communicating and coordinating between a lot of different parties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that challenging at times? Are you an email warrior or becoming an email warrior, or
Oh, it's not too challenging. It's more just like a waiting game, and then just over communication is better
than under.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if you have an idea, just ask, and they are usually pretty responsive to questions. And
What
Right.
have you found?
ask a lot of questions than
Just do stuff.
What have you found to be the most challenging part of running your own business?
time management, I would say.
No,
Yeah, especially operating and like having to be in there.
like the day to day.
Yeah, it's like you got to be able to catch up on 1,000 different things after a day of baking all day and making sandwiches all day, and then it's okay. Now I got to go do some accounting, got to go pay bills, all this sort of thing,
Mhm.
and it's not ideal when you finish work.
Yeah, it's a bit of a grind.
Yeah, you finish work and all the banks are closed and everything closes. That if you need anything organized, gotta wait till.
You got to fit it in somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one day
Nice.
it'll be.
Yeah, and so you do a lot of the work with your partner Beth. How's it been for your guys' communication and your relationship, like working in the same business? Has there been learning curves there as well, or?
Yeah, I think so. There's always a learning curve because that started last February, but before that it was kind of me and usually one other person at the shop, like.
Yeah.
And then when Beth started, it was a bit more nice having another full-time person wanting to handle some stuff, getting stuff done, and someone to like hand stuff off to a bit.
Yeah.
And then
A comrade.
I think it helps. I think still working on it a little bit. I think
Yeah.
we both get frustrated when we both don't know how to do something. So
Yeah.
just
Learning together along the way, kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
So everything's a learning process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you starting to meet people in the community and have like regular customers that come by and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Who are
Oh.
some of your favorite regulars?
Whoa.
With respect to privacy. Yeah.
Yes, hype it. Yeah.
Well, I think we just made some friends through having regulars, and now like we just have friends that we met through the shop that are just now our friends. So
That's cool.
and everyone else. It's a small town, so it's
Yeah, everyone
Nice.
knows everyone sort of thing.
with different people.
Yeah.
We were closed for 2 months, so now it's been everyone's rolling back in. You're like, oh, what have you been up to? How was your trip?
Yeah.
All that sort of thing.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Malcolm went to Italy with my other brother, Quentin, who was a part-time Adriana staff member this past summer.
And the summer before.
And the summer before. So he's seen a bit of the growth in the business too, and I guess he's met quite a few people in the Tofino community as well too. Yeah. So,
Wow, 17-year-old.
yeah. So, oh yeah, it was pretty fun. So last night, Malcolm had a pizza night, and helped out. By helped out, mean that I just sat with him at the cashier and just talked with some customers as they came in. And it was pretty fun to see, like, people, like there was, people who are kind of out of town, like coming in. It's the long weekend, and but it's fun to see local. Where it was fun for me to see local people in, and just say, oh hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, one of the employees downstairs, they're friends with him as well too. They're like, oh, is this person working? And okay, yeah, maybe I'll go say hey, or or tell them say hey or whatever. So that was kind of a fun thing for me to kind of experience. And
Yeah.
it was fun kind of, asking where people were coming from. So Tofino seems like there's it's yeah, and a bit of a tourist town as well too. So there's people coming in from
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's an interesting lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the people who live here are from everywhere, and then the people who visit are from kind of everywhere as well too. So yeah, so lots of diverse experiences, lots of different people.
Yeah.
So what do you so Malcolm, you lived in Victoria for a couple years before you moved up here.
Yeah, I think 1 year.
Just 1 year.
Yeah.
And what brought you out to Tofino? What was it about this place where you're like, and what about a sandwich shop where you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that? Where was the initial inspiration for that? Because I don't think I ever, like, for me it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open a sandwich shop. I just hear one day I'm gonna move to Tofino and open a sandwich shop. Okay, cool. I don't know where that came from, but I know you've always been, like, I think since university, kind of you doubled down in the food, kind of like food and kind of like service kind of industry. And so I know you've always been kind of interested, or since then more and more interested in that kind of realm. So yeah, like where did the sandwich shop idea pop out of?
Sandwich shop. I think it kind of started as I wanted to get out of Victoria a bit. And it was like the middle of COVID and boring. And up here was stuff to do, really nice. And so just kind of came up one weekend looking for something, and there was a for rent sign on the shop. And then just kind of maybe something that the town was missing and that I could actually do. I mean, there's a million things that the town could have, but I think
that kind
my
of
area was always been like pizza and a bit of baking and cooking food that I like. So thought sandwiches.
Yeah. So what was your initial? Yeah. So for me, what I remember is that the first time I heard of it, about you kind of really getting into it, you were doing, you were going to school out in Halifax, and I just remember hearing that you had gotten like a part-time job at a pizza place there.
Yeah.
And so what about that? And then I guess you can maybe fill in the blanks. You kind of, at kind of like, I would say like similar style restaurants, you found yourself working at. What about that initial experience at that pizza place made you more interested in kind of pursuing working in that?
I think it started with just pizza. Really like pizza, like making pizza, and then just kind of kept going and different opportunities around that, like learning the different aspects of it. The first one was kind of like all around. I was learning a bit about everything, and then after that one, I went to a different shop in Halifax, and kind of had a bit more opportunity to do everything a little bit, and then
more responsibility.
Then the pandemic happened, and I think I was there for like just over a year, and then moved out to Victoria because I kind of had to leave. That's lease stuff and had to leave, and Beth moved out to Victoria, and I was gonna come out at the end of my school year and
live with her anyway.
So just kind of did it sooner than I was planning on it, and then I got a different pizza gig in Halifax but in Victoria, and learned a lot more there. That was a big a big piece of it. I was kind of
Mhm.
learned a lot there. And then,
So where would you say that you learned how to make? I would imagine that you're kind of honing your skill from the beginning of making stuff. Which job prepared you most for wanting to learn more of the business side, opening your own shop and giving you the confidence to, oh yeah, I could do this.
I think it would be mostly yes and standard pizza in Victoria.
And those were in Victoria.
Well, one was in Halifax, one was in Victoria.
Yeah. Was in
Halifax.
in Dartmouth, right?
Oh, both.
Oh, okay. There's two locations, and then standard is in Victoria.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
yeah,
just kind of learning all about how both those places run and operate, and then felt confident enough to make the move.
Yeah.
Now, when you saw that for rent sign, how does that work? Starting that endeavor, like you have to call the bank, or how does that go?
It started with Colin. It was I don't think I should talk too much about my landlord.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It was
With respect to privacy.
It was it was and has been a process dealing with the shop itself and where that is, but I feel like if I do anything else, it'll feel a lot more normal than
I guess a better question would have been like with the cost of living stuff going on, in the country and especially in BC. How has that like affected the sandwich shop?
So it's especially out here because it's so touristy and maybe the housing is a little skewed towards that. There's not enough there's not enough houses for people to actually live in. So the slow seasons are slow because probably over half the houses out here are Airbnbs with no one in them. And then during the summer, it's very busy.
Yeah.
Like the population increases so much during the summer.
Yeah. Does it double?
Yeah, for sure.
Triple?
And what's the population there?
Yeah.
I think technically like 3,000 people. I'm not 100% sure.
And then it definitely more than doubles, maybe triple.
Yeah, I think throughout the summer there's over 1 million people that cycle through here.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just need one.
That's crazy.
Each of them to come get one sandwich.
Yeah, one sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you hear that, people? One sandwich, Malcolm's a millionaire.
Exactly.
Yeah, of all the million people who visit Tofino. And so rough about that. And so for tell us a bit about the location. Like, because I think it's a pretty good location. It's right on Campbell Street, which is kind of the main street.
Yeah.
The
highway turns into it.
Yeah.
Just turn right.
Yeah. And maybe tell us a bit about like the just a bit the history of the property, because I think the property is actually really cool.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The guy that owns it now, his family has owned it for forever, pretty much. Owned it. And so it is, the building itself is like some old trailers or like store kind of,
like a mobile.
Yeah, mobile units kind of built into the ground.
Okay.
And then
for those of you who are interested or want to go check it out, just look up Adriana's sandwich shop on Google. You can street view it, kind of see what it looks like.
Yeah, it goes down. There's a house on the bottom that was his family, his like house he grew up in, and then there's a lot of. He was an avid he is an avid gardener, and has tons of rhododendrons.
He's really beautiful.
Yeah, I think some of the species are actually like some of the groupings of the species are actually named after him and like work that he's done on it.
Yeah. I think he was a big member of the horticulture society here and
That's really cool.
planting those in. So yeah, in the summertime, especially when they're in bloom, it's super pretty and just like really deep color. So that's kind of something going for the property, which is really nice. And then, Malcolm's shop's a little, I like the coloring. It's a little, I don't know. It's like, it's quirky and kind of cute. And,
What
and
are the
it's
colors?
on a nice day. Yeah. Well, it's got orange.
Yeah.
Orange.
White and orange.
Yeah. White and orange.
I like it.
And then you, on a really nice day, it's nice to sit out, eat your sandwich and just watch, look at the, I don't know, like all the buildings kind of, especially like the older buildings in the area are really unique and interesting. And they're kind of fun to, just walk around and look at. And then as well, like right where Malcolm's is, there's like nice little, I don't know, it's like this, I don't know, this little slice of heaven. It's like really beautiful kind of in that little area there. Yeah.
So when I was out in Tofino, I think it was 2010 or 11, because we went on this coastal kayaking trip. But what I found with Tofino is that it really kind of it slows you down, because what I find is like when I'm in Calgary, there's always something going on. There's always something to do, blah, 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 blah. And, you kind of get overwhelmed by everything. But when I was out there, I just found it super, just like, I don't know, I found it very healthy and like relaxing. It kind of,
Peaceful.
very peaceful.
Yeah. It's a nice lifestyle. We close the shop at 3 and then we just do a couple errands and then relax for the rest of the night and then back at it in the morning and then done at 3 the next day.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's like a nice time to be done. I don't think I've ever anywhere I've worked been able to just leave at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems pretty nice as well too, like the group of people who you've been coming to get friends with. Malcolm is, and I experienced that as well too. As you walk down, you see people. It's kind of a small town, especially like the people who work here and live here. It's everyone's willing to stop and be like, chat and kind of catch up, and
it's a close knit community.
Yeah. So.
And then the grocery store trips can be a bit slower than you need them to be, but
yeah, for sure. That's funny. So what else, Malcolm? Tell us what do you want to talk about today?
I don't know.
What's going on in the world these days?
Oof,
Yeah.
it's heavy.
Yeah. You're building a bunker underneath of the shop?
No, I don't think it's that stable.
Fair. Yeah.
Good to
What's
buy
going on with those
reinforcements.
I saw that one was a $15 hobby balloon that they shot down with a over
$1 million missile or
a
something.
$500,000 missile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any balloon? Oh, I remember what I was going to ask you. But any balloon sightings here?
There's sometimes someone at the beach has a kite that is like a UFO with an alien on top of it.
Oh, nice. Which beach is that?
What we went to earlier.
Oh,
Just
nice.
I recently watched this documentary called Seawolves. Have you guys seen this on Netflix?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Really interesting. It kind of takes you through the coastal ecosystem and how the wolves, they swim these really, really long distances. And it's super impressive. And the only thing cooler is probably the otters and their little communities that they got going on there.
Yeah. Is there any otter sandwiches on the menu?
No. I Oh,
No comment.
but that was shot just around here. Like all the wolf stuff, I think was on Argus. So that's
Where's that?
you can see it from town.
When Eric,
Really?
when you said, what is it called?
Seawolves, Island of the Seawolves.
Island of the Seawolves. When you said that, I thought, is this going to be UFO related? I was like, I thought you were going on Ancient Aliens kind of thing, where it's like the aliens brought the wolves, and then the wolves created a lost civilization of Lupin, of werewolves,
It's like that.
and that's where humans came from.
that new Adam Driver movie coming out.
Ooh, 65
65.
What's that one about?
dinosaurs, but it looks awesome.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, okay, I saw the trailer for that one. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Have you seen any wolves out this way? Like, do they ever? Is there any wolves in kind of Tofino?
Yeah, I haven't seen one, but they're definitely here.
Yeah, I saw a kid on a. Oh, sorry, everyone. I saw a kid on a scooter when I went for a little walk here today, and he was just by himself on a little scooter, and I was thinking, like, pretty sure there's like bears and like
Yeah.
wolves.
Well, the big thing is the mountain lion issue, right?
Is there mountain lions here?
Yeah, not
Has anyone
No,
recently?
not that it's like this big issue, but like I mean,
I
out
think
of
there
all
was-
the animals, I think they are the ones to look out for.
Yeah, I think there was a mountain lion attack. Yes,
Yesterday.
No, not yesterday. Not here. It was like on the island. They're kind of
Yeah.
all over the island, but
Yeah.
they're definitely around during the summer.
Our buddy Jackson Grant, he has a friend who won't. He has a very strange schedule. He goes to bed at 8 p.m. every day. He wakes up at 5:30, and he won't go running after 3:30 because he's scared of cougars.
3:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's his cutoff point.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, because sunset, that's when they're out. Sunset, sunrise, that's when they'll kill you. Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I can fight off a cougar, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe Rick Prime, maybe not in my current state.
Yeah. Does anyone own any exotic pets here? Eric, do you know anyone who owns any exotic pets?
Spencer owns a wolf.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yep.
Eric has a friend whose family has a wolf that they rescued.
Serious.
Serious.
Sirius the wolf.
Yeah.
He has an Instagram account, everyone, called Wolf in the City. If you want
Oh.
to check him out, he is a 115-20 pound black timber wolf, and he is not particularly friendly. I mean, he is, but he knows he knows what he is, and he's not afraid to like show it.
He throws it around.
Oh yeah, like the
Yeah.
only one that can really mess with him that like are people that like he knows quite well. Spencer, for example, because Spencer in their pack, he's the alpha.
Hmm.
You know, he raised Sirius, and he knows how to like handle him. So Sirius is a little submissive to him, but I think that's all. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I don't know anyone with any exotic pets that I can think of.
Yeah. The most exotic was my friend had some ferrets, but he.
Spencer also has ferrets.
Ooh.
He's got
where are
two.
the
I'm afraid
ferrets?
about the wolves.
Where are the
Getting
ferrets in the pack?
I think they're like below Marlowe.
Okay.
Marlowe is the husky that they have.
Okay. So it goes Spencer, the human, Sirius.
Yeah, probably Fogey is Spencer's golden retriever.
Okay.
And then the family dog Marlowe, the husky, and then the ferrets. Maybe Zeus, which is the big cat that they got. And then
They're
and
about
then the
this.
ferrets probably. The ferrets unfortunately might be at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, that makes sense. Being a ferret, it's a tough life.
Yeah. So if what's the wolf's name?
Serious.
So Sirius gets a little too hungry. The ferrets.
They're the first to go.
I got a story for you guys. So, as a puppy, you know, this dog's adorable. Like, he's a tiny little black wolf, right? He looks like a puppy. But as he gets older and bigger, you know, he's hard to walk.
Yeah.
It's pretty tricky. So, we have a friend that was walking Sirius one day, and he was walking Marlowe at the same time, the husky. And I don't know what he was doing. He was fiddling with the leashes in his hand. And Sirius ended up nipping at his hand. And he dropped Sirius's leash. And this is right on Prospect Avenue. So basically in the middle of downtown Calgary.
Yeah.
And Sirius bolts. And our buddy is just sprinting, trying to catch up to this dog. Marlowe is like slowly following from behind. Just like kind of following Joey. But they end up bolting, and Sirius takes off. And right across the street from Prospect Avenue is, I think it's 14th Street. And there's that Starbucks right across the street. So there's black, like, huge dog, Sirius, the timber wolf, bolts up to the Starbucks. There's this lady eating a sandwich, jumps on the table, rips the sandwich out of her hand. She's going ballistic because it's a wolf, and it's just causing mayhem in this parking lot. But luckily, some guy was there, and he was able to kind of like big dog him and kind of like corral Sirius. Got a hold of the leash.
Oh, thank God.
Just a little hungry.
Yeah, he just was fiending for some Starbucks, man. I think we all have been there. You know, we drive past the Starbucks. We see the sign, and you think, I could go for that right now.
For me, it's I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, I love Spencer. I love the dog.
Yeah.
I just think it's a tough pet to have in like downtown corridors.
Yeah.
Definitely. Requires a lot of oversight for sure.
But they're good with them, so.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of that, Malcolm, tell us about your dog Stevie.
Good old Stevie dog.
The role he's played in helping you along in this sandwich shop journey.
Helping.
Or maybe hindering.
Yeah, he just chills now. He used to be a little anxious. I mean, he's definitely still anxious, but he's just a chiller.
Yeah. So tell us about the story. How did you end up with Stevie?
Old Stevie.
Yeah. So our aunt has a farm in Palm Springs, and I guess one day, her husband, our uncle, found this dog on their property, and was just like, okay, we gotta help this dog out. So they brought it back to Canada, and it was pregnant. So they had a litter of puppies, and I think it was on Easter. We were on a big family FaceTime call, and she was just like, we have this dog that might be pregnant. And then Beth and I were like, we'll take one. And then
got in early.
Got him in June of 2020, and now he's just chilling.
Yeah. So he's we were looking it up today. We were trying to figure out what kind of breed he was, because
so right now he's a pit bull and doggo Argentino mix.
Yeah, that's what we think.
Oh, wow.
Today's breed.
Yeah.
Are there genetic tests that you can do with dogs? I think there are. Eh?
There are, but apparently they're incredibly inaccurate. I think some of his siblings did them, and they were all over the place.
Oh.
It was like bull mastiff, Great Dane, golden retriever mix. It was like, and that was like 13%, and then it was like 50% unknown. I was like, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
thanks.
No, he's 13%.
You could just write inconclusive.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same answer.
A big mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heinz 57.
Yeah. 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 So does he does he help out in the shop ever? Or?
No.
Nice. Is Adriana's dog friendly?
I mean, no. Yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not,
There's a dog bowl outside with water for dogs.
yeah. Technically, no.
Technically,
Actually,
no.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So no. Yeah. Yeah. What? Oh yeah. Tell us about the raccoons that live nearby.
So
Love
there's
raccoons.
there's like a decrepit shed behind the shop, and there's a family of raccoons that live in the roof of the shed.
Have you named any of them?
No, I haven't seen them in a while.
I saw them last night.
Oh.
With I was chatting outside the back. There's kind of where the kitchen is. It's underneath the shop, and
Okay.
and they weren't there, but I saw them in the distance. They were
Yeah, they're around.
making their way.
Are there little raccoons?
They're medium.
Are there
size.
baby ones?
They used to be babies.
Not anymore.
Now they're full grown. Sometimes they come and knock on the door, trying to get in.
Yeah, panhandling.
Yeah, it's like we're so hungry.
Please.
Like, I don't.
Oh, you degenerates.
So get out of here, you damn kids.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So when are you going to open up an Adriana's in Calgary?
Oh, someone wants to.
Ooh.
So,
We talking franchising?
Who wants to open up a shop? Oh, I guess I shouldn't.
Nice. What would you try and keep it pretty standardized to what it is now here, or would you add a bit of cowboy flair to it?
Oh, cowboy
A lot of
flavors.
barbecue sauce.
Everyone would have barbecue sauce. Everyone's wearing cowboy hats and cowboy boots.
Yeah, it would be
Jorts in the summertime.
Adriana Yeehaws.
Oh, nice.
Adriana Yeehaw. Adriana Yeehaws. Yeehaw. Yeah.
Adriana Yahas.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Adriana's ranch and Adriana's ranch. That's what we could call it.
Nice.
Just steak sandwiches.
Yeah, and ranch dressing.
Exactly.
Sloppy.
Sloppy steaks.
Sloppy steaks.
Um,
Have you seen for anyone that's a reference to I Think You Should Leave?
I have seen this, yes.
Pretty funny skit comedy show on Netflix.
Actually, if we did franchise, I think it would be the same.
Okay, keeping it pretty standard.
Yeah, same 5 sandwiches, 2 salads.
Have you scoped out any spots?
No,
Nice.
I'm not moving back to Calgary.
Okay, so it'd be someone else for them to.
Yeah.
What did you think? What about this shop, this space? Do you like? And then if you were to open it up in Calgary, what kind of space do you think you'd look for? What do you think for your kind of area? What would be
My
good?
space could be smaller if it was on one floor, or it could be the same size on one floor and have seats. That's what I would change about this shop. And that's what I would look for if I were to open a different one anywhere else.
Okay, so one
Good.
floor, smaller
Sorry.
space. So anyone out there who who's in the real estate game, commercial real estate game, if they have a small space that would be good for a sandwich shop, hit Malcolm up. Yeah. Trying to bring Adriana's to Calgary. So yeah, Malcolm doesn't seem too stoked on that idea, but Rick and I are going to make it happen.
Yeah, just find
We'll
someone.
do a Norwegian waffle collab.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Norwegian waffle sandwiches.
Yeah,
That's good.
that'd be delicious.
Well,
What?
We'll buy the mix. We'll start a business venture together.
Yeah. Oh,
Del Terrell.
yeah. Oh yeah, we should have Terrell on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Darrell is she's quite the businesswoman.
Yeah. Oh shoot, that let me think of something. I can't remember now though.
Yeah, it's been yeah, crazy though, because
Go
I
ahead.
guess it's weird the way sorry.
Go ahead, Eric. That's what I said.
It's cool to see where everyone's at right now, because they gauge everything in kind of weird time structures, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. I still
Like
write down when I'm writing years. Kind of weird.
I don't know.
You're still with us. We can hear you. The phone lines are going crazy. Eric on the switchboard. He's
Oh, did the
pods broke.
Yeah, the headphones died. Sorry about that, gentlemen.
R.I.P. headphones. We were just saying that the switchboard's going crazy. We're getting lots of calls about Adriana's starting up in Calgary. Yeah. Phone's ringing off the hook.
Think about what I was thinking about is, I always wanted my mom to kind of do what Malcolm did, is have a storefront
Yeah.
with the waffles, and like, I don't know, that was my dream way back when, to open up, like, hopefully take it over, open it up, have a little coffee and waffle shop.
Oh yeah.
I think you can make a racket doing that.
Yeah,
I think so too, man.
Tim Hortons too. It's just Adriana's.
Pardon?
Enough
Yeah.
contact me. I want to franchise it.
Yeah.
I can just travel around showing everyone how I do it, and then they can do it, and then I can stop doing it.
Yeah. Focus on your real passion, the cello.
No.
For those who don't know, Malcolm, I think has a video out there somewhere of his
Video.
I think I've seen a video somewhere of Malcolm's. I think he was. How old were you when you played the cello? Was that grade 2 for you?
I think so. 3
Wow.
maybe.
Yeah, Malcolm was had a cello recital. I remember it pretty fondly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his real passion. That's his whole thing. Cost of living crisis. He had to,
Switch it up. I saw it coming.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, start a business so that he can afford to, make it big time, and then sell that and pursue his real passion of
The
cello. Yeah. So, yeah. When was the last time you touched a cello? That recital?
Yeah, probably.
If you guys could play any instrument other than a cello, what would it be?
The synth.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or the keyboard piano.
I'd probably say the keyboard piano.
Probably.
Steel keyboard.
Yeah.
What about you?
Ukulele?
Oh yeah.
Oh, ukulele's a good one.
Riptide.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Vance Joy. Yeah. Stevie popped his head out for that one, Eric. He liked the idea of a ukulele.
Oh, let's go, Stevie.
Yeah. So we got some we got like a list of guiding questions here. One of the things that stuck out to me is, do you have any crazy or wild adventures?
Oh, I guess probably my craziest wild adventure was driving across Canada.
I was gonna ask, when did you do that?
Yeah.
Why or when?
Both.
When?
I think March 21st, 2020. Because where I was at, I was in Halifax, and then the person who I was subletting apartment was coming back from the States because COVID.
Yeah.
And then I rented a car, packed up all my stuff, and drove to Calgary. And I think I did it in 3 days.
Nice.
And then, yeah, stayed at Kingston with Raiden, the Cherry Fox Memorial, and then Calgary.
Yeah. So a funny story about the Terry Fox Memorial. So Malcolm tells me that about his him driving there, and he says, "Yeah, like I just slept at the Terry Fox Memorial in the car."
Well, the cops did come and say, you can't sleep here, but he was like, but it's fine.
Yeah, and so I didn't remember the cop part that you couldn't sleep there, and a few years later, I did the drive in the opposite direction, and with my girlfriend, and we
Yeah.
drive, and it's really late, and we missed the one stop that we wanted to stop at, and I was like, okay, I want to get to Thunder Bay. Malcolm said that there's a good spot to sleep at the Terry Fox Memorial. And so we were going, and then we finally get there.
I don't think I would ever have described it as a good spot.
I
to
think
sleep.
in my mind,
I think I got 2 hours of sleep.
I just associated with that, and we get there and we pull in, and then there's massive signs everywhere that says no overnight parking, no overnight parking, no camping. And I was like, oh, like shit. And like we're both, like me and my partner were both super exhausted, and so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna risk it. We're gonna sleep here. And but I remember that being kind of funny. But no cop, no one showed up. No one told us to leave. So but for those of you thinking of making that trip, maybe think of stopping somewhere else. I'm sure there's lots of other spots in that area where you can actually sleep over.
Available safe space parking.
Yeah. So that was your craziest adventure. So that was by yourself that you did that trip?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the craziest part about it?
Oh, I was falling asleep driving after that.
Were you doing vlogs during that time?
Yeah, I was just on Instagram stories, just keeping up to date with everyone. It's a nice drive.
Yeah. Did you see any moose or any wildlife?
I think I saw an eagle.
That's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, I just listened to some audiobooks and that was about it.
Nice. Which audiobook did you listen to? Do you remember?
Dude.
An Anthony Bourdain one, and that's the only one I can remember because that was the first one. So
Yeah.
I think I was a little sleep deprived for the rest of them. So
Yeah. Nice. Well, I'm glad that you didn't fall asleep and kill yourself or kill someone else.
yeah, I just pulled off and ran around a little bit, woke me up.
Yeah, little high knees.
Yeah,
little equal.
getting the
Get
blood.
some adrenaline in the system. Just had to get a twirl.
I mean, I guess it falling asleep really, and well, it was like nodding off. So that kept me. That was adrenaline enough. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
stay awake.
Yeah.
Stay awake.
Yeah. Eric, do you have any crazy stories like that?
About falling asleep on the wheel.
Yeah. Have you ever fallen asleep driving? I know I've been close.
In my car. Yeah, I've fallen asleep a few times, not while driving, but like tired. I've like slept in my car, like at places, camping, stuff like that.
Yeah.
My trusty car. I've had a lot of adventures in that car, but she's dead now.
Yeah. R.I.P. That was your truck you were talking about, right?
Yeah, she was murdered.
Yeah. What kind of truck was that? You remember what
It was a 2006 GMC Sierra.
Nice. All right. Do you know where that car is now? Whatever happened to it?
A junkyard.
It's in car heaven.
Yeah, it got totaled.
Yeah. It's up there looking down at it. It's with us now in here.
I remember when I was like, I didn't have my license yet. And Eric, you were driving me after like a volleyball game or something to our grandparents. And you're just like, oh, you drive.
Nice.
And that was probably the first time I did something
illegal.
Well, no. But the first time I drove illegally on a road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm honored that I share that memory with you, Malcolm.
thanks. I also remember the handle. That's probably my favorite part of old GMC trucks.
Oh, the gears.
Passenger handle on the like
Oh,
where
where
the
the airbag
be.
is.
Doesn't seem health like safety because like safe because like if you were about to get in a crash, I feel like you would naturally grab that.
Yeah.
You'd like get the airbag on you.
Yeah. Punch yourself in the
Yeah.
head or something.
Yeah.
Seems intuitive.
Me and Jackson got that car stuck in the entrance to the Terry Fox run at CA.
Nice. Like at the high school.
Yeah, we were. I can't remember what we were doing, but it got stuck, and we were like, yeah, it got stuck for like 4 hours. We got out at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, just going nature walking or something.
Well, we were actually like, I think we were like fixing or helping someone or something like that, and then we got stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that like right at the little path by where our high school is. Where
Like
it was.
off the street a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know where you're talking about. Yeah. So that was your first vehicle. Malcolm, what was your first vehicle?
Like actually mine car.
Yeah.
I had I think a 1999 GMC Colorado in Halifax.
Right.
Yeah, I got it for like $1,500, and then it was in rough shape when I got it,
Mm-hmm.
and then like it just had like a year of safety left on it because it would not have passed safety again out there. But it was at one point I was driving and I just heard something like started to drag underneath the car. Yeah, and I pulled out and I went and checked it out, and it was like there was this bar that holds up the gas tank, and it had rusted out and fallen.
Yeah.
So
The gas tank did the gas tank fall?
well, it just drops. It was just like a sturdy thing to hold it up.
Oh, okay.
So I got a new one on Amazon or some car website for like $10. I put it on and I just zip tied it. So the gas tank was held on with a couple zip ties. And like if you filled it up too much, the gas would leak from underneath the truck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I liked it. What else? You could just pull the keys out while you were driving it.
Mm.
So it was like an OG keyless ignition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you need the key to
Before the fobs were cool.
Yeah, before the fobs. I just like also when it got too cold, like the locks wouldn't work on it.
Mm.
So I would just always have it unlocked in downtown Halifax.
Mm.
I was just like, best case scenario, this thing is gonna get stolen.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like 20 tickets from downtown Halifax associated with that car too.
Yeah.
Because they're just like everywhere in Halifax, you have to pay for parking, and I was
couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
I got
take it. You're doing me a favor.
Yeah.
I gotta take. So you've gotten quite a few. Like you were saying, you got tickets in Halley for that old car.
Just parking tickets. They're like more like organs, you know.
Yeah.
Parking tickets don't count.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket for driving your wheelchair too fast, Eric?
No, and cops love me because I always say hello.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you're working that relationship, getting
Yeah.
preferential.
You catch more flies with honey rather than vinegar.
Nice. This man, very smart. So that was your first vehicle. Do you know what happened to where that car is now?
Well, I gave it to a friend's sister to store, but also to use.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I could ask.
Yeah, but you also.
But then, like, I don't really want to, if they were just like, oh yeah, we still have it. We're parked here. Can you deal with it? I don't really want to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So hopefully they don't see this.
I mean, it's like it was a free car, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So out of all the jobs you've ever had, what was your favorite job? And yeah, I guess we could answer this as well too. What was your favorite job? What was your least favorite job?
Favorite job. This one that I have now.
Yeah.
Least favorite job. It's a tough one.
They've all been so horrible.
Well, I liked actually probably doing form stripping. Was not getting paid well enough for that.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I had a small company in high school. Malcolm was one of my employees, and it was a big learning curve for me, and
What was this endeavor?
a lot of mistakes made in that job. It was like a construction job. We subcontracted for my dad's company, stripping these. So for foundations, they have these
Oh, was it the nails?
kind of like thick plywood things that you form. You make your foundation with, and then you pour concrete in, and the concrete.
Yeah.
Then our job was to go in and take those down and stack them up. And
I think I would like doing that now, though.
yeah, I think it would have been better. I think what probably the main issue with that job was it was being run by a 16-year-old.
Probably.
Yeah, and it was definitely hard work, and
I would like doing it now, I think.
Yeah.
It's like it was very simple.
Yeah, you basically you have to get there on time, and then it's just hard physical labor for, I don't know, like a set amount of time.
Yeah.
And then you do like 2 or 3 basements a day, and then you're like exhausted by the end of the day. You have a shower, you eat, you go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I would describe that. Sorry, I cut you off. I kind of, but that was your at that time, that was your.
Yeah. I don't think I've had another one that I guess I worked in like a construction yard, but there was I think I was at least getting paid like a bit hourly for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit better.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'd work construction again.
Yeah.
Who
What
was
about
that quarterback that had that answer? Who was like, what would you do if you weren't playing football?
Oh, Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
That's
Probably.
what
Construction site.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Rick? What was your favorite job, least favorite job?
My least favorite job was working at this house studio, or it was like it was called Decora, and it was for showing houses. You would like put the furniture in the house, and then you take it out of the house.
Oh, like for showings.
Home staging, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was exhausting, brutally hard, and it was very uncomfortable.
Very nice. When did you do that?
In like grade 11, like in the summer.
Yeah,
that was rough.
favorite job?
Probably pro skate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old pro skate. That was a good time. Learned a lot.
Yeah. What
Good people too.
Yeah. What were you doing there? What was the?
I was kind of helping just like sell skates, mainly skates and sticks.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and helping with whatever anyone needed help with that I could do. I didn't sharpen skates because I wasn't to be trusted for that yet.
Yeah.
I also didn't know how to operate the cashier because that thing it was like one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do in my life was trying to operate the credit card machine. And when you make a mistake, don't even get me started on that. It was but yeah, good thing I wasn't the cash. the cash girl, so that's good.
Yeah. Any hiccups with your POS? Your
No, it's pretty easy.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just done it for a while now.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
What about you, Raiden?
My least favorite job was, I don't think I have a least favorite job. I've done a bunch of stuff. And I've enjoyed each one. I think for sometimes my interest faded a little bit, kind of like the novelty of it kind of faded. So I might have lost interest. I don't think I really hated what I was doing or didn't like what I was doing. Probably my least favorite and favorite job was probably that form stripping that Malcolm said. Because it was like,
yeah,
I had to, I was waking up to pick up people, like in different parts of the city, and then I was just driving around everywhere, and then I was like, it's kind of like what Malcolm was saying, like learning how to do payroll and accounting at the same time, and making sure my insurance was up to date, and so it was a good look into what trying to run a small business is like. It's a headache.
Yeah.
It's like there's like an Elon Musk quote. It's like trying to start a business is like chewing glass and staring into the abyss. And that's what it felt like. Like there was like really, like when you got a win, it was great, but then you got like a lot of losses along the way. And each one doesn't feel very good. So that's kind of that's probably it was my favorite because it was like a lot of responsibility and it felt like mine. It was my least favorite because I didn't know what I was doing and there was a lot of like uncertainty and an unknown and a lot of mistakes. So
that's pretty interesting too, though, because at the age that you did that at too, it's like it's quite the undertaking.
Yeah, big undertaking. So I don't know. It was I learned a lot of how to do stuff, but also how not to do stuff. So yeah, that's kind of probably that. Yeah. What are your biggest motivators in life?
Vacation. Taking time off.
Yeah.
Did you say vacation?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Just a break.
Could
be a
Where if you could go anywhere for a month, where would you go?
Oh, anywhere for a month.
We just did that.
Yeah.
Okay, good point.
So the next vacation for a month.
It's tough. For a full month, I have to go one place.
Okay, you can go to like a country I don't know. Up to you. It's a very open-ended hypothetical.
I think I'd want to go to Japan. I'd go back to Italy. Kind of half of it. But I don't want to go in the summer. It's my first time going to Italy in the winter. It's still nice. It's still really nice, but miss the heat. Yeah. Kind of packed for that vacation, like that trip. Like it was a trip packed for summer. Kind of forgot that everywhere has seasons.
Yeah. Did we were we talking about the White Lotus, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Okay. And where does that take place again?
Sicily.
And were you in Sicily?
No, I didn't make it down. I do want to go to Sicily. I was in like the north. The furthest south I went was probably Ascoli or Rome.
I see.
Yeah.
I was in Italy in what year did Michael Jackson die?
2010.
No idea.
No. 2012, I think. Maybe 2012.
Well, that was the year I was in Italy. I was there for my uncle's wedding.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice. What part of Italy do you remember?
Yeah, I think we were in Rome and like a suburb outside of it.
Cool. Yeah.
Airbnb.
Yeah, I really yeah, Italy would be cool. So you'd go back to Italy or go to Japan if you had for 1 month you had to go somewhere.
And that's a good answer.
Yeah, I think those would be the places.
What about you, Eric? What would you do? Where would you go?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, these are two. Okay, so I'd like to go back to Norway to see family
Nice.
because we got, tons of family out there on my mom's side of things.
Mhm.
And I'd also like to go to New Zealand.
Oh yeah, I'd go. I'm with you on that one. I'd go to New Zealand.
We'll go together.
Yeah.
Right? And you want to come to New Zealand?
That'd be cool. I'd go there. Yep.
Let's go visit the Shire.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason. Well, I'm sure there's lots of other stuff, but when it came to me, I was like, I guess I'd see the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Well, it's
Maybe an
also
All
it's
Blacks.
a gorgeous.
I think it would be cool to see an All Blacks game, like a rugby. Like the
Oh
rugby.
yeah.
Yeah. But I think if I had a month to go somewhere, it'd be I don't know. I've been really wanting to do like wilderness camp, like survival camp. I really want to find like a Bear Grylls type person.
You can do that up in the Yukon, hey?
Well, I want to do it like in wintertime. So like if you're stuck, like I want someone to teach me if like I'm in a plane crash and I get stuck on a mountain, like okay.
Like the plot of The Grey.
I watched last night. I watched Triangle of Sadness. Have you seen that one, Rick?
I've heard of it. I've heard it's good.
It's really good. It kind of plays on that surviving in the wilderness a little bit. I won't spoil it for anyone, but it's a good one. But yeah, if I had a month of like, and I'd try and find someone to teach me survival skills in the wilderness somewhere.
That's a loaded vacation.
I know, but I think it would be a memorable one.
Oh, it definitely would be.
Because for part of it, I think I'd want to like learn how to trap or hunt so I can survive.
Yeah, or like start a fire even too.
Start a fire, exactly. I remember we did that. Remember outdoor education at CA, like we did in like grade 8, grade 9.
The animal game, love that game.
Yeah, that was a fun one. But I remember we did fire making for one of it.
Did we?
One of the classes, yeah. And remember, Eric, I don't know if you remember this, but I think we were in the same class for this, and we like made bow and arrows out of like old bike parts.
Oh yeah,
that was really fun. That was fun.
Was crazy.
I think you were on my team for that. Okay, Malcolm's going pee, but I remember like we because it was like what we did is like we just
wasn't it like the rubber tubes?
Yeah, rubber tubes, and we like I don't know, we must have fired that thing like 100 feet, maybe more. It was crazy.
That's
we like used ski poles as arrows.
My God, we were menaces.
That was fun. I remember that.
Do you miss high school?
In some ways, yeah, but in other ways, no. I miss like fun stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, me too.
And, like also kind of like the low stakes of it, right? Where it's like when you're there, you're like, oh yeah, like this is everything that matters. And then, but now, there's like, relationships and being like, taking care of yourself and
your health and
your relationships with your family members and, trying to build a life for yourself. It's, it's kind of unrelenting. It's always there. It's like, oh, fuck.
Always
like,
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so,
in high school, it's like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't want to go here, but all right, I'm here now. Like, okay, I guess what's important is these people liking me. And, it's like, yeah, I think I'm like the low stakes of it all, I think would be, I don't know. I think
that's a good answer.
But it's like, also, it's like, I don't know. There's like better rewards in like living life as an adult. So
I would concur. Everything is very, I don't know about you, but I was very anxious in high school.
Yeah.
For like self, whatchamacallit, like the way people see me, I would get very anxious about that.
Yeah, like you're kind of like your social standing kind of thing. Like,
Self-conscious. That's what it's called.
yeah, self-conscious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say yeah, same.
Don't miss that. But I miss like the camaraderie of like seeing your friends every day and like
Yeah. Yeah, that part was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I miss about it? I don't know. That's about it, maybe.
all the crazy hijinks we got up to.
Yeah, the hijinks was pretty fun.
Good old
And it's
hijinks.
fun. I think the fun part about it is it's like the first time for a lot of things. And it's
Well,
like
yeah, that's a huge part of it.
it's like I think there's the Vance Joy song. It's like the first time I'll, and I think it's like I don't know. There's a lot of new experiences in that time of your life, and it's like and they cut deep because it's like, oh, that was the first time this happened. Yeah. So that I think, you know, it's fun to look back on and enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I'll-
Jackson always reminisces about the his high school basketball highlights.
Who? You?
Jackson.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jackson he was a great basketball player. I think he was the best shooter on the team by far.
Oh yeah, and he was smart. He got the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you miss anything about high school? I said the low stakes.
Yeah.
Rick said the hijinks.
Yeah. Said the hijinks as well. Glad I didn't take it too seriously.
Yeah. I remember Malcolm did he ate like 7 bananas and then drank a bunch of Sprite.
I remember
It was
that.
like an internet thing that people were doing and
Yeah.
puked a bunch.
No, we didn't puke a bunch. We tried to.
Oh right, and then you didn't.
We went to Brian's.
Yeah, then you drink like salt water or
Yeah.
something to. You just felt sick.
Really? Did it feel really shitty?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is gross.
Yeah, it was.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those.
Or the old pulling trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of puking in that part of my life.
Brian had a lot of good parties, and I remember puking at almost all of them.
Yeah, I think I was like, I definitely like, yeah, I don't know, like from 20, probably since I hit the like 23, I've puked a lot less in my life. I think everything up until that point has been like just a lot of puking.
I would agree.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I've never been a big puker.
no.
No.
Yeah.
Just probably once a year. I
Okay.
think there was a gap there for a bit, but usually once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I think last year twice actually.
One year, I think our cousin gifted Malcolm Smirnoff Ice.
I knew it.
It was like our family Christmas, and it was like one of those like one.
I think 750.
It was like one of the big ones, and he did it. He did the whole thing, but then instantly like ran out the front door and puked in the. There's like a hedge.
Oh my god.
That was pretty. And then I'm sure I had lots of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had lots of moments of my own.
I remember I had to try helping you out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember. Oh, that was a gross one.
But, yep.
Yeah.
I think I was already asleep during that one.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Do you have any regrets?
Regrets.
No. No. Not yet. Eric, we're still young.
Do I have any regrets? Not really. Maybe like one, but like for the most part, no. I like to think that things are meant to happen the way they do, and roll with the punches, go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. Just it's sometimes nice to know when the flow is so you can schedule it in.
Yes, that is very true. Because
I like Beth said that earlier today. She's like, yeah, when does the flow start so I can schedule my pre-flow snack?
Yeah.
So I have the correct amount of energy for when the flow begins.
yeah. Raiden,
Yes.
would you ever get a tattoo?
Yeah, I've been thinking of getting one for a while. One second, I'm going to just grab a charger here. Battery.
Malcolm, would you get any more tattoos?
Tell us about your tattoos.
Would I get more? Do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah, I think I will. I like them.
I got one coming up on the 22nd of March.
Tell the viewers about your tattoos. And yeah, Eric, before that, Eric, what's the new tattoo that you're getting? That's big news.
Oh, it's gonna be an elephant for my trip to Africa.
Oh, nice. Nice. Any specific kind of elephant? Is the elephant doing anything?
I don't know how I don't know how I want it to go. Maybe I kind of want it to be kind of like, you guys might have to correct me. Is it matriarchal? That's like a female one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe a mother elephant, like its little baby or something.
Yeah, leader of the pack. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell us about your tattoos, Malcolm.
I got the horse chef.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere that people can see these tattoos, or just on your body?
I think.
You'll have to come into the sandwich shop and ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Max, who did this horse chef and my snail, has a picture of the horse chef on his Instagram.
Okay.
Max Wild.
Nice.
WYLD.
Nice. Okay. We'll try and link that in the show notes.
I got the snail, which is the logo for the shop,
Yep.
on my
Love
thigh.
it.
And then I got a guy wearing boots on my ankle. And then I got like a sunset on my left arm. So what I get next?
Is it like it's like a diamond type?
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really tend well for audio,
Yeah.
but it's like a diamond.
Yeah. For
With
those of you just listening.
With a sunset over the ocean.
I like that one a lot.
Is that a picture from anywhere in particular?
Nope. No. So maybe
The artist.
the artist didn't tell me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It could be anywhere on the west coast.
Nice.
But yeah, I'd get another one. I'm into like the silly little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got quite a few silly ones.
How many tattoos do you have now, Eric? What's your count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nice. Lucky number.
Yeah, lucky 13. I don't know. Yeah, there's quite a few now, but I like it because I got a story for each one, and yeah, they make me feel good.
Nice. Yeah, I do not have any tattoos as of yet.
That's what you get.
No, I don't want knuckle tats. I've been trying to convince all my Malcolm and I on my dad's side. We have 4 other cousins, and I've been trying to convince us all to get like a group tattoo. I kind of want us to get numbered, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because there's 7 of us all together.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but one of them is still in in grade 11. So
Okay, so who'd be what number?
I think I want to do it like like in birth age. So like my cousin Zach, he'd be 1, my cousin Max 2, me 3, Malcolm 4, Eli 5, Quentin 6, Milo 7. That's kind of what I think would be cool, but I don't know. I think
That'd be really cool.
they might have differing opinions on wanting to do that.
For a Star Wars movie, we are
Oh,
the full poster on our backs.
yeah, that'd be good. I'd be a good one.
And then be 2 left over.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. For
Nice.
yeah, you'd be the New Hope.
That'd be the OG.
Yeah. And then Milo would be what's 7?
Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens. Yeah, what's your guys' Star Wars? You know, it's getting more controversial every day now.
Andor was the best TV show that I think I've ever seen.
Andor?
Andor.
It's
Yeah,
up there.
Andor.
It's up there.
Is that the one with the small teddy bears?
Nope.
No, that's Endor. I was trying to be silly there, but it obviously didn't land. Yeah, no, I didn't see Andor.
It's really high quality television.
It's probably the best Star Wars thing,
Yeah.
honestly.
Since
I think out of all of them.
Malcolm's all time. I really liked I like the one. It was like the origin story to New Hope.
Rogue One.
Oh, Rogue One.
That was
Yeah.
probably.
Andor. Yeah.
What about you, Eric? What's the best Star Wars?
Oh,
The Christmas special.
I think my favorite Star Wars. I think the coolest Star Wars movie has to be Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's up there with me.
And then like the original trilogy, like I don't know, they're classics. So
yeah, that was right in the childhood for us, so that makes sense.
yeah, well, Revenge of the Sith came out what 2005.
Yeah,
I would have been 9 years old.
Yeah, peak coolness for anything that came out that time.
Yeah, that was really cool, and the stakes in that movie, like
They're high.
execute Order 66.
I did like the last season of the Clone Wars, and I like the first season
concurrently with
the Bad Batch.
Yeah,
I like the first season of. I haven't seen the new season of the Bad Batch. So the first season of the Bad Batch and the last season of the Clone Wars are cool because it's right at that time.
Yeah.
The last season leads up to the 3rd movie, and then the Bad Batch season 1 kind of picks up right after.
It starts right after the Revenge of the Sith.
So I thought that was kind of. I think I like it because of the 3rd movie. It's
Are
kind of.
you caught up in the Mandalorian?
you watched the Book of Boba Fett.
I didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett.
There's one Mandalorian episode tucked away.
I think there's 3.
Like the last 3 episodes are all pretty much Mandalorian episodes.
The last Mandalorian thing I saw was when he faced Luke Skywalker, but I think that was the 1st season.
That's the end of season 2.
Okay, that's the last time
Was it?
I saw that.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
Because what season 3 comes out March 1st.
Oh, so I am caught up then.
Yeah.
Besides the Boba Fett one.
I highly recommend watching the Boba Fett before you watch Mando.
kind of a shitty show, but
Yeah.
Last 3 episodes are okay.
yeah,
That provides context for what's going to happen in the 3rd season.
yeah, like
Quite a lot.
quite a lot.
Nice. Yeah. When's the next movie supposed to come out, or have they stopped with movies?
Well, I just watched
TV shows is where the money's at.
Well, okay, so my show The Last of Us is on tonight.
Oh, right. Yep.
And that show's been nothing short of phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. I think all 3 of us are big fans here. Malcolm was talking to Malcolm yesterday. He said, yeah, it's fun to watch Calgary masquerading as Boston.
Yep.
Kind of little cosplaying as Boston.
And then I just watched Ant-Man, which was I liked it. I did.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
No
spoilers.
I might go see it on Tuesday.
I'm trying to think what else is coming out.
Maybe we should go up early and watch that.
I don't think I
Damn.
can. I will try.
Damn. Busy business over here. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, all good. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's coming out soon. 65 comes out soon. That'll be cool.
Yeah, that one looks pretty interesting. What you were saying that you thought this episode of The Last of Us is going to be
Well, I think they're just going to keep going in cities, and they only filmed
in Calgary.
in Calgary, Edmonton, well, throughout Alberta, but I guess where are they? Des Moines right now? No.
Oh, like in the
They just left Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Okay, so maybe we won't see any more Calgary this season.
Well, now they're in
Rockies,
because where are they headed?
the West.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
So there'll be a lot of the Rockies and stuff.
Yeah.
But if they were just in Kansas City, I don't think we'll see
They'll
much.
film season 2 in Saskatchewan.
Or city type things. Yeah. Yeah. How many episodes are in this season?
10, I think.
I would guess 10. Yeah.
Most likely 10. The episodes are super long.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Anything else that we're watching or have our eyes open for?
Oppenheimer comes out in the summer.
I think that who stars in that?
Cillian Murphy
I don't know who that is.
or Killian Murphy.
Scarecrow from Batman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and Peaky Blinders. Is that the Peaky Blinders guy?
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon,
Everyone.
Emily Blunt, super famous people.
Okay.
I'm more excited for Barbie.
That's gonna be a crazy movie too.
Yeah.
I just watched Frances Ha, which was Greta Gerwig. It was like a Noah Baumbach movie with Greta Gerwig. Gerwig as like the star.
I literally did everything you just said there. I have no idea who.
I just said Greta Gerwig.
I don't even-
wrong 3 times, but
Okay.
that was a good movie.
That's the star of Barbie. Greta
No,
Gerwig?
she's the director and the writer.
Oh, okay.
She wrote Little Women. Well, no, someone else did. The 5th time that movie's come out. Directed it, at least.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking forward to anything in particular. Not like, oh, save my seat for that. Not really right now.
Yeah, there's not a ton.
I'm
I
excited
think-
to see Andrew Schultz Andrew Schultz comes in August to Calgary.
Oh, that's-
Andrew Schultz, he's a comedian. I like him. He's got the Flagrant podcast. It's pretty funny.
he's a good dude.
Yeah. You gotta watch his show or watch his stand up. It's on
Quite funny.
he has it on YouTube for free.
I saw Louis C.K. is back.
Yeah, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah. After his.
Well, I watched his stand up. It was pretty funny as well too.
Yeah.
And then what else? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna go to a ski jor this Saturday when I get back to Calgary on Tuesday. Ski jor. Ski jor.
Ski drawer.
It's like people on skis getting pulled by horses on a
Oh,
rope.
that's cool.
They go like through a circuit, or sometimes they go off jumps.
That'll be fun.
So that's on Saturday that I get back. I don't know. My cousin invited me, and she's very in the horse community. So I don't know if she's competing or was just going to see it. So
That'll be fun regardless.
unclear. I've been once before. Pretty interesting. But I think the sport itself has become a lot more popular since then. So I feel like it's going to be a bit bigger than the last time I saw it.
Maybe it was.
That like horses are expensive.
Yeah, and yeah, they. I think my grandpa had this saying because my mom was a horseback rider. She was.
I didn't know that.
She was a show jumper, and so she had a horse. And my grandpa has this saying. He says, "You should never buy something that eats while you sleep. It's an expensive endeavor." Or it's like, how do you? Another one was,
That's a good saying.
how do you make a fortune in horses? How do you make a small fortune in horses?
How?
Start with a large fortune. That was another one that was pretty funny. Yeah.
Are there any quotes that you really like? Both of you?
Seabiscuit. I like that movie. Tobey Maguire.
About wait, what is this?
This was horse racing. You asked what horses you like, right?
I asked what quotes you like.
Oh, I thought you said horses.
I was like Seabiscuit. I was like, I haven't heard that one.
Seabiscuit. Yeah, it's an old sailor saying. Not one that comes to mind. I usually have a bunch when they like depends on the circumstance that comes up that I use.
Yeah.
Like one, it's a Noam Chomsky quote at the end of a book I just listened to by him. It said, "You don't have to worry about authoritarianship." If I'm paraphrasing, you don't have to worry about your leader being authoritarian if they're corrupt.
What book was that?
Understanding Power.
Oh, is that a Robert Greene book?
No, it's Noam.
Oh, it's Noam Chomsky. Yeah. Oh, okay. That was his book.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Was that an audiobook or a book?
Audiobook. I can't read.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I drove out to Tofino here and been listening to Barack Obama's book. It's been interesting at times, boring at others.
Yeah. Does he talk about I wonder what he talks about in terms of Osama bin Laden.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. It's like his first 100 days in office, up to his first State of the Union. That's where I've gotten to. And I don't think that
he
was.
did it.
I don't know.
It was in 2008. It was during
Maybe he
the
was.
World Series.
Oh, okay. Maybe he was. Maybe I just forgot that part. Maybe it hasn't come out.
Or maybe it was 09.
I don't remember him talking about it yet in the book, at least. Maybe he talked about it and I missed it. I kind of zoned out for that part.
Oh, 2011. I'm just wrong.
Nice. Yeah. So he definitely hasn't talked about it then.
Coming up.
Yeah. So we shall see. I'll keep you
And it was
posted.
not during the World Series. It was like May 2nd. So
Way off.
Yeah. The opposite.
What,
Day.
Eric, you got any audiobooks you got going on now?
I'm listening to Dune currently.
Nice. What, what percentage of the book are you?
I'm about 50 to 60% way through.
Is it past the movie?
No.
Not yet. When does Dune 2 come out?
I think I'm like that part of the first book.
For November.
Nice.
What was your question?
Well, I asked Malcolm. I asked what when the second Dune movie Part 2 comes out. He said November.
This coming, October, November.
Yeah, my birthday weekend.
Ooh, nice. So you're on Dune, and Malcolm, you just said you just finished that audiobook. You got another one going on right now, or
what day is it? 19th?
Sunday?
I don't know. I would get my next Audible credit on the 19th.
Oh, nice.
Probably listen to Manufacturing Consent.
Oh, nice. You're on a big gnome kick.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I was gonna do a Bell Hooks book, but they're pretty short, so I might just.
I don't know what Bell's Hooks.
She's like a feminist author.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Getting into the social studies.
Yeah.
I like it. What's her most famous book?
I think anyone can be a feminist or something like that. I just read The Will to Change.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't.
Do you guys have a favorite book?
Aragon. Or The Dragon Rider. They're both dragon related, but separate universes.
I like that.
What recently? I read Shoe Dog. Recently. Shoe Dog, the Phil Knight book.
Oh, Shoe Dog. I thought you said Schmaug, like Desolation is Schmaug.
No, not
The Hobbit.
No, not The Hobbit. That's a good book, Shoe Dog.
Yeah, that was good. I feel like Definitely
That's your
biased.
favorite book?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, he asked your favorite book, not recent book.
that wasn't even that recent. Favorite book, maybe the Lightning Thief series.
Ooh, Rick Riordan. Yeah, that's a big one up there for
that's
me.
a show that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, are
And
they
he wrote
rebooting?
yeah,
It's a reboot.
he wrote the show.
That's
too.
good to know. Eric, what about you? What's your favorite book?
Probably No Country for Old Men.
Ooh, I saw the movie, haven't read the book.
Well, if you put a subtitle on this book. I actually read a lot.
Is that how you operate? Yeah. Nice. I was gonna say I also liked it's called East of Eden. It's a John Steinbeck book. It's about two brothers.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Two brothers. One is good, one is evil. It's kind of like a Cain and Abel type subtext, and the good one the father loves but doesn't really do anything like, and the bad one just wants the father to love him, but whatever he does, he doesn't see him as the good one. It's a really good story. I thought. Yeah. Okay, so big picture here, zooming out a little bit just to keep us on track. I told Malcolm we're gonna keep it kind of closer to 2 hours here, and we're coming on that mark. So, what are your thoughts towards the society we have created collectively as a species? You've been getting into Noam Chomsky, so I would imagine it's pretty negative.
Yeah. And I've also spent so much time on TikTok
Oh,
that I'm
nice.
just, radicalizing myself.
Yeah. I feel like, well, definitely the TikTok one is not good for your brain, and then Noam Chomsky,
I think that's
a little
maybe
dark.
But
Yeah.
I don't think it's dark. I think it's an accurate picture.
Yeah.
It's like,
Realist.
yeah, capitalism is.
Wow.
I think this next year, I hope
It's going down. Capitalism's going down.
Well, everyone says that the economy's going to crash in this first fiscal quarter of this year. So we'll see, but I hope. I mean, I know I shouldn't hope, but
I don't think so.
You don't
But
think
we're
people are saying
introducing-
the economy's gonna collapse?
I hope so. I think it's what we
Fuck.
deserve.
Oh, nice. Malcolm's really getting into it. Oh, we lost Eric. He's back on the phones.
I'm
Malcolm, controversial opinion has.
He's
He's
upset.
left. He's grumpy. Eric did not like what Malcolm was saying. Okay, so you think. Okay, so you think the world's gonna end? Maybe
No.
not the world.
No.
The society we've created, the more complex capitalistic society. Eric's back. So Eric, you left in a steam. You were so upset with what Malcolm was saying.
This is
So you
crazy.
disconnected,
Wrong with
took a
this.
breath. Eric, you're back?
I'm back. I'm trying to. We're good to go. We're back.
Nice. So you took a breath. Yeah, I know you were quite upset by that, so you logged off for a bit.
Well, I got a call. I tried to hang up, and then it canceled our call.
I know the phones are going crazy.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of debate coming in, a lot of controversial opinions being expressed here. So Malcolm, fill us in a little bit. So you think the
I don't know.
economy is going to collapse? Maybe
I don't know enough about anything, but
that's the vibe you're feeling.
I mean, everything's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
People think that socialism is a strong word to throw around, but I got some good ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm so against both of what you guys are saying right now. Okay, so that's what you think is going to happen. What do you hope is going to happen? What would you hope for society? How do we turn the ship around?
French Revolution.
Oh, okay, you're a burn it down guy.
Well, I think the government gets too much flack for the problems that happen in the world.
Yeah.
And that's just a byproduct of capitalism.
Yeah.
Like,
The government in general, or like this liberal government currently in office?
The government in general. I think
Okay.
this,
Doesn't matter who's running the ship.
Yeah.
it's just 5 companies. Roughly. I don't know.
All right.
I just think there's issues.
Yeah.
People that are smarter than me need to,
Keep chipping away at.
well, not chip away at, collectivize,
Nice. Organize.
What do you guys think of the new conservative leader, Pierre Poilievre?
I think he's just another one.
Just another.
I haven't seen enough yet. It remains to be seen. I gotta see more before I make a comment on it. Stevie is all right. Okay. So Malcolm, largely pessimistic about the planet. Okay, actually, sorry about society. Didn't say the planet. How do you feel how we treat planet/environment, animals, and oceans?
Not well.
Nice. All right, moving on. How do you feel about today's technology? For or against?
I mean, I don't think, can you be for or against it? I don't know.
All right. Okay. What's your favorite part about it?
About technology?
Yeah.
It's like oblivion in your pocket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that a Noam Chomsky quote?
No.
Okay.
I think it's Bo Burnham.
Okay. Nice. Another great philosopher of our times. Okay. What's the worst part about it?
Technology?
Yeah.
I think it's the worst part. Well, you either get to pick if you want to. There's too much. Well, I don't know. Not too much, but
It's largely in your control.
Yeah.
And that can be challenging.
yeah. I think it's. I don't know. I think you have to be aware of its issues.
Very well said. Very diplomatic. Okay. What are some personal intentions you have for yourself? So you're largely pessimistic about the future. Do you have some intentions you have for yourself looking forward into the future?
For myself,
Yeah, short term, long term.
trying to run a 5K. Trying to run a 5K.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Exercise is key.
Yeah.
Long term?
Long term, well, it's gonna run a half marathon in May. That's the plan.
That's
Those
awesome.
Those are good goals. Eric, what about you? Long term, short term goals right now?
Long-term goals would be
You
I
can
would
start
like a bit more consistency in my routine in terms of the podcast work and my other endeavors.
Mhm.
And short term, was that long term?
You said that was long term. Yeah.
Yeah, to have a bit more consistency and everything. And then short term, I don't know. I think I've been losing weight like crazy lately, so I'm still trying. So I think I want to lose 5 more pounds.
Nice. Remember,
5 to 10.
it's not about what you weigh or how you look. It's how you feel.
True.
Have you ever thought about your own death?
Yeah, 32,
Wow. And you're how old now?
25. Got 7 years left.
All right. Lots to accomplish.
I don't know how it's gonna happen, but
Have
you
you
know,
done?
any time after that's just bonus.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. So, all right. So apparently you're dying at 32. What would you like to accomplish by then? Anything that you haven't accomplished yet?
Yes. I want to go to Japan.
For a month at least.
Doesn't have to be that long. I'd like to. Well, there's another thing. I can't remember. There's one other thing that I want to. a few other things I want to do.
Eric, if you knew you were going to die at the age of 32, what would you like to accomplish before you died?
Ooh, I don't know. I'd like to leave some sort of legacy behind, so something that I could do to accomplish that, but
Nice.
I don't know what that would be. Maybe I'd spend all my money on a really big statue or something.
Sick.
Nice. That'd be cool.
Bonafide. There we go. Legacy complete. The statue will be passed down for generations.
Oh,
Just like,
my legacy's huge.
yeah, just got to make it unremovable.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. I'd probably want to try a bunch of like weird flavored smoothies.
Smoothies.
Yeah.
Smoothies?
Like I was thinking like frog smoothie or snail smoothie.
Like,
Oh.
why would you want that as a smoothie and not like a soup?
I don't know. Smoothie seems more interesting. It feels like less people have done it, so that maybe I could be the only person who's done that.
A frog smoothie?
Hmm.
Well, Murphy's Law. I mean,
It seems like a lower hanging fruit.
I guess.
I don't have that much time to accomplish it, so
I don't know. You can do that in like a week.
I don't know. Like getting a frog. Like, what if I want it to be an exotic frog? That could be more challenging.
Yeah.
and if they're poisonous, you gotta deal with that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I'm dying at 32, so I don't really care too much about that.
Get frogs like in any major big city.
Okay. Do you plan to have any children?
Nope.
Okay, no kids.
I only got 7 years left. I don't need to give them that trauma.
Yep. Eric, you kids front. What's your at February 19th?
Um,
On the fence.
I mean, I'd probably say I'd have kids, but I'm probably more of the cool uncle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the ones that'll like give them their first, beer,
Yeah.
bail them out of jail.
Noogies when you see them.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Okay. All right. So that was some pretty heavy stuff. So we're going to move on to a bit more of fun stuff. Oh, this is a good one. So we you said your favorite sandwich was the calabrese at your store. Would you describe that as the perfect sandwich?
My perfect sandwich?
Yeah.
No.
What's your perfect sandwich?
Probably like
White bread, ham, butter.
close. No ham.
Just butter.
Butter. Kraft singles. Grilled.
Nice.
No, probably not. I don't know. It'd probably be. I like my bread. I think my bread's probably my favorite bread.
Nice.
I know. But probably my bread. Mortadella. I'd love to get some stracciatella. And maybe like just a bit of oil.
Any stracciatella suppliers out there, please reach out to Malcolm. He's looking to make the perfect sandwich.
My perfect sandwich.
Malcolm's perfect sandwich.
I don't think that would actually sell that well.
But it would sell if you were the only customer, it would sell well for you.
Yeah. If someone was if someone had that
Built
had a
like
shop,
you.
Yeah.
You'd
that
buy
would
it. Eric, what about you? What's your perfect sandwich?
Perfect sandwich for me would probably be some ham. Let's go with some like nice sourdough bread, some spinach, some arugula, maybe some ham, bacon, cheddar cheese, some oregano. Toast it all up, put in the grill.
Wait, I think I said the wrong word. Not stracciatella. That's the right word. I'm thinking of something. Sorry.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't
know.
know. It's. I love grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is goated.
Fact.
But now I'm thinking about the Nutella sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good one. That'd probably be actually. That's up there on my perfect sandwich. I also love like
You like honey?
yeah, I like honey. I like an open face jam.
Oh,
It's just
that you're getting Norwegian on me. I like it.
Mhm. Like the Ba Mama jam, the French stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, you can get like huge ones at Costco. That's like my perfect open face sandwich. Or
Oh,
toast.
so
Call it.
perfect.
Nice.
Have you guys had the brown? Do you guys remember brown cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Yep.
guys were you guys fans of that?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good.
I would
Big-
never make
I would
those-
say big fan.
I would never make the Norwegian waffles sweet. I would always just load them up with the brown cheese
Yeah.
and just have like a savory one. And maybe I would do like brown cheese and jam.
Yeah. That's the best one.
Yeah.
God, I want to have a waffle now.
Ah,
I'm gonna send you a care package, Malcolm.
oh. I need to get one of the Norwegian waffle irons though.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh yeah. Well,
PB&J on Texas.
You're gonna be fired up.
yeah, I would be, but that's a good sandwich too. Yeah. Toasted bread or non-toasted bread for that?
Toasted bread.
Oh.
Maybe
I always
untoasted,
like
depending on how I'm feeling on the day.
I've always liked PB&J untoasted. Just like love taking that bite and then just
Getting it all chewy, stuck on the roof of your mouth.
Yep. It doesn't even need to be chewy. I just find like one bite of really white bread and just
Delicious.
it's up there.
Eric, you a big PB&J guy? Or not really?
Love it. It's amazing. It's one of the best sandwiches in the game.
What is your two more and then we'll wrap it up. What is the most useless talent you have?
Useless talent.
Huh.
You go first. I'll have to think about this.
None of my talents are useless. I can find a use for all of them.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not telling you my weakness.
Oh, nice.
Oh, moonwalking.
Oh yeah.
I'm not that good at it, but like I'm okay at it
Yeah.
and it's useless.
I
I
do
have
it.
for it.
You guys can do the click thing, right?
The quick thing.
Click like the movie.
Like with your tongue. Like
Finger? Oh,
that's a pretty useless talent.
I don't know. I find it pretty useful for annoying people who don't like that.
I see.
Like Stevie's making an guest appearance. Okay.
Last one.
This will be the second last one. Take me through your perfect day in one sentence.
Perfect day. Get up. And go do something and then have dinner and go to bed.
Nice. Bit of a run-on sentence, but
No,
Eric,
throw some comments in there.
take us through your perfect day in one sentence.
Wake up, eat, roll, watch, productive, chill, sleep.
Nice. That was a bit of more of like a haiku or something. Bit of
Yeah.
hope. Yeah. Mine. Busy day. Lots of people. Finish off with a grilled cheese, a PB&J. And our last questions. Did you enjoy going through this process with Eric and I today? And did you learn anything about yourself along the way?
Yes, I enjoyed it. But did I learn anything about myself? No, not really.
Not very. Yeah. Eric, did
I
you
know
learn?
myself,
Yeah.
Self-aware. Try to be.
Eric, you learn anything about Malcolm or yourself today?
I'll answer that. 1 second. Hey, Malcolm, can you text me your address?
Yeah.
I learned Malcolm's address today.
Nice. That's a good one. All right. Okay, well, I've been your host, Raiden, and my co-host, Eric, and it's been our guest, Malcolm. Malcolm, thanks for coming on. And
Welcome.
we'll see everyone next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.